Like seriously, citadel of education not being able to, not having the capacity to access their funds that it actually needs?
Absolutely, because there are guidelines. Absolutely, and administration comes, administration goes.
And you feel as the Executive Secretary of TETFUND that such institutions should continue to exist?
Well, should be guided. Such institutions and that's what we are doing. So what we are doing at the Access Clinic is we call each institution. We have a single summary sheet for all our intervention lines. And what we call the allocations that have not been drawn completely, and the allocations that have been partially drawn and that are yet to be exhausted. And we ask questions: why are you unable to do this? Why are you unable to draw this? What is impeding your ability to access and utilize this allocation? And we are solving problems. Many, the revelations, what we are discovering is really eye-opening, because quite a number of beneficiary institutions will complain that it is so contractor or so contractor that is unable to that is yet to complete the job, so that they can, and unless they complete, we cannot be able to draw this. And then we set timelines. Some will complain that we don't even know the existence of this allocation. That don't you have the allocation letter? They don't. We have to get a copy of the allocation letter that we sent to the predecessor and give them, so that they will see what they have.
It's difficult for me to absolve TETFUND of many of these blames, because how much of periodic assessment does TETFUND conduct? Because it defies every logic that this institution need this money and yet they are not coming to access it.
I think don't generalize. Not all of them are not accessing because of incompetence. I outlined different reasons. And I said incapacity. Some are not capable. They don't have the capacity to be able to draw. Some. I outlined a number of reasons. It's not all the institutions that are having outstanding and utilized allocation that are incompetent. It's not about incompetence alone. A few of them are not capable, but majority of them do not even know. Quite a number of them are tied down by dubious contractors that are delaying their projects, and until they finish the project or they reach certain stage, then they cannot be able to draw subsequent tranches. And these are the issues. Well, to say TETFUND cannot be absorbed of blame, precisely that's why we are running the Access Clinic. That is why we are saying, come, let us sit down on a table.
This issue of backlog takes us to the president's expression of displeasure when he released the budget, the 213.42 billion naira budget for the TETFUND. He said that he was quite angry with the fact that in 2015, 200 billion naira was recklessly misappropriated. And taking this further, it's been discovered that 200 billion naira went for special intervention, which some people tagged as discretional release of discretional allocation. But while 50 billion naira was budgeted for the normal intervention, isn't this a misplacement of priority?
Let me separate the two. The unaccessed, for want of words, the unaccessed allocation that we are doing Access Clinic for is not for 2015. It's from 2011 to date, from 2011 to 2016. That's what we are talking about. The special intervention that we are all frowning at was for 2015 alone. So what we are saying is from 2011 to 2015, going into 2016, there is a backlog of allocation due to all benefit institutions that they have partially drawn from, some that they have not drawn at all, accumulated to close to 200 billion naira.
Could you tell us those institutions that are yet to access TETFUND?
Literally every institution in this country has one intervention line or the other that it has not finished utilizing or that it has not accessed.
But I would like you to rank this institution in order of intervention deficits.
Well, to be very honest with you, what we are doing is to give them the right to hearing first, for them to come and talk to us before we take them to press. I wouldn't want to mention the name of any institution when really we are now giving them the opportunity for the first time, really. We're giving them the opportunity to come and talk about their challenges.
Now let's come to policy issues now. TETFUND as an institution has been accused of being lopsided in the release of funds to institutions, because some of these aggrieved institutions are arguing that some institutions like University of Maiduguri have been able to execute more ambitious projects than others, than many others. So how do you explain this lopsidedness in the disbursement of funds?
The issue of lopsidedness is in the discretional special intervention allocation which the president has stopped. The discretional special intervention, which somebody will just by his whims will decide to allocate billions to one institution or to one individual. That's where some of the problems arose in the past. But such a problem is no longer in place now in the new TETFUND. But the truth of the matter is we are now respecting the law. The law says all universities should be treated equally. All polytechnics should be treated equally. All colleges of education should be treated equally. And that is why each university is given 1,009,041,000 naira for 2016 intervention. All universities.